Bonsai Dream.
Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today from Superfly Bonsai we're gonna style this beautiful mountain hemlock. Mountain hemlock is one of the beautiful North American species. Beautiful foliage and very compact ramification, as you can see on this image, is from the Pinaceae family, so it's from the family of spruces, larches, and also cedar. This tree in particular is very nice because as kind of a multifold trunk, rough style, I have to clean all the lower branches to start seeing where the trunks start and making my decisions about the front. So I remove all the long leggy branches and the dead ones to be able also to create some nice gin and give character to the tree. The base of the tree is completely buried under a very thick soil layer, where also a lot of roots start growing, searching moisture and humidity. So what I start to do is removing all this layer because I wanna see the connection between the trunks and the base of the tree. While I clean, I also cut eventually some roots and show off all the connection between the trunks. As you can easily see, the layer is pretty thick, but it's not absolutely a problem to remove those roots that mainly are roots growing from underneath up to that layer of very organic material that decomposing is giving energy to the tree. So now the base is nice and clean, and I can also use this element to decide the front of the tree. I start already cleaning some of the gins coming out from the first selection I did on the lower branch. Being this a very high and elegant tree, I don't need a lot of lower branches, so I cut all of them that are unproportionate for my future bonsai and transform in nice little gin to give an ancient character to this tree. Now that the lower part is nice and clean, I set the tree with the correct angle to see the front and the main tree forward to create my perspective in this rough style. I have to consider this like a forest, so the bigger tree on front and all the smaller tree in the back, creating depth. I start wiring some branches from the upper part and lowering them down. I want to create the typical spruce style with all the branches going down and opening up with the nice and geometrical lines. Hemlock is very easy to wire because the vegetation is already nice and flat like a spruce, so I don't need to wire every single little branches, but I can put the structural wire and just a few little pieces of wire to create my pads. So focusing on the front, I start opening up the right part, and then I will also open up the left one. I use a lot of little wire for the branches, and to move the trunks I will use some pieces of guy wire to open up the overall image that now is very compressed because the tree was growing in competition, but now I just want to open everything to give nicer lines to all the different little trees, putting everyone in his nice spot to receive light and develop properly. Now that I set the right part of the tree, I also start moving out some of the little trunks from the left part. I want to open up all the trunks that were growing too close together and recreate the nice lines of the tree. I start having a nice perspective. It's always very important to remember when we work on multiple trunks, rough style and also forest, that we have to work every single tree, but also all the tree has to be part of an overall image for the final result. We don't want the tree to look just nice by single, but they have to be connected with the overall image and look nice all together. So I put a lot of time to the little details on the branches, thinking all the spaces and the position to give lines and nice opening up spaces to the different part of the tree. Hemlock, like larches, is a species that hate the heat of the sun, especially during the summer period. So it's always better when we grow this tree on lower elevation to protect in a more shade place during summer. And also this type of tree, like spruce, love to be a little bit overwatered and in a little bit of a more compact type of soil to not dehydrate and lose needle also during the hottest part of the summer. We have to be careful on growing these trees. They love moisture and they love a lot of fresh air. Probably in the future this tree would be positioned in a slab to give a little bit more nicer view for the final design of this rough style. Now I'm finishing working on the apexes of the little trees, and now it's time to dedicate some time to the apex of the main tree that is very tall and still has a lot of foliage, so I have to thin out that foliage, creating more negative spaces. I don't want to have too much of a concentration. I need the nice spaces up to the top to create all my line. And here we are with the nice result. We can appreciate the beautiful lines of all the trunks, the movement of the branches gently going down, mimicking a very old tree growing in nature. All the gene really connect with the ancient view I want to donate to the composition. And all the little trunks gently go up and create the frame for the leader that is standing up taller than all the rest and be the central piece of the composition. Thank you so much for following my YouTube channel and share it on your pages, and subscribe. Thank you.
Bonsai Dream.